Welcome to day 6 of Sintopia. Or is it day 7? I don't know, I forgot, but that's not really important. So, as last time, I stopped the stream a little bit early because I messed a few things up out of game and in game. And as mentioned, I spent the last 2 days figuring stuff out, and I finally came up with a useful building, build, construction, organization, whatever you might call it, which is actually sustainable and gets all this souls processed. So what I did is I created this was my starting area. I started out with these two Omniscient doctors and these two Hellpet shows. Later I added quite a bunch of additional of these Omni doctors. And as you can see, I used a double setup to basically guarantee to push the sin value below 50 to farm these heroes points. Then I have this here. This is my deviant special area, and I later added another of one of those Omni Doctor sections because I was getting overwhelmed again. I also claimed these three HIA bureaus to have my people, my humans, retain the influence I have over them and turned them into cultists and built 2 additionals. This is not really important. This is just to support the humans and their food supply. And at the end, I added this little construction here because, as you notice, I have quite a few saints which are basically useless because they don't produce anything. And we are just clogging up the system. Yeah, that's what I'm currently running with, and as you can see, I'm making quite a profit, and I have quite a little cushion of money in case of an emergency. Unfortunately, I went a little bit over top, and before I realized it, I skipped a little story interaction. Basically, once I got the required 100 cultists, I got a strange voice, dark voice talking to me. And that's when I realized I probably should stop here. The next thing, which is basically now just a matter of time, is to have my cultist. I set them to crusade, to attack, have them. Yeah, I also took some time and chucked some spells at them. Have them attack this base fortress to free the angel guy, who hopefully will help me to not get expunged from creation. I also unlocked a few new technologies. Nothing really new here. What I unlocked is the 7D Omni Doctor, which supposed to be slight better than the normal one. But if you look at the stuff, this one requires $400 per cycle and produces 400, and removes 25 sin. This removes a little bit more sin, produces. So I don't think, I believe it's a trap, in all honesty. Oh, okay, I can upgrade stuff with this. Yeah, also, I maxed this out to get more money per sin, and gave my guys a critical chance, which occasionally doubles the removed sin and the money I get. Here I unlocked a few more thingies that help me to accelerate the sins walking around. Nothing new here. Where is it? Yeah. This I unfortunately I maxed out my research limit for this mission, so I unfortunately couldn't get the waiting booth 3000 and the time dilator, which helps with Saints. So that's something I have to get next time. Also, I just realized it's clocking up again. I also added a break room to reduce the micromanagement, because otherwise I would have to manually reduce the break time of my employees by swiping at them, which is annoying because the accuracy is kind of stupid. So the question now is, is there some way to I mean, currently I have nothing in the graveyard, so this should unclock itself over time. What else? Yeah, I could potentially build another break room here. If I put it here, it will cause them to... can no, I can't. I can only put it here. Yeah, I can only put this here. And let's place an employment route here. So they can get to the breaks. I believe there is, yeah, I also leveled this up, which increases the influence I gain over the humans if I cast spells next to them. Let's add. No, this isn't good. This is. This here. And this here to have to move even a little bit faster. Two soldiers. So, shortly when next nightfall is, my cultists should go on their crusade. What's up with this guy? No, you don't. Oh yeah, due to the large amount of cultists I also have a backup reservoir of fate coins here, which I can use on spells. Let's accelerate time here a little.
A new power is rising. Its victory is at hand. This night, the land will be stained with the blood of Guarcus. To war!
of war. Did I do a good job?
I probably could.
Souls will surely miss me. The doctor told me to take it easy.
Potentially I could have use more of those thingies to generate more faith coins, faster faith coins.
The doctor told
And there are going so let's cash in. So how does this work? How do I... Ah, okay, I have to click on that stuff. Do, 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 do. Let's... Okay, I probably need a little bit more of that, because having them fight alone against the war chief is not gonna do much. They act much better than expected. Oh no! Really run into a few of those. Oh god, that's not not what I hoped. Oh well, probably get a second night.
Look, if it's about, I can thank my.
Yeah? Damn, I'm good.
I do a good job. Yes, did I do something? I did something right at last.
There we go.
It's working. Keep pushing.
We did it. He's free. Oh god, we pissed them off good. Lou, legions of them are coming your way. Just get out of here, now!
I do not flee.
You're in no shape for a fight.
All the same, I do not flee.
Lou and his fucking principles. Administrator, please help him. We need this thick-headed Mr. Perfect in one piece.
What is it?
Yeah, okay, that's... So the next wave of
Is beset by evil. We have to act.
okay.
They fight!
No, Adham, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but you are definitely not taking on unknown cosmic entities on your own.
Guys! We secured Lou! Can we get out of Dodge already?
A mission success. Mission 6, Paper World.
All right. We held our part of the bargain. Now let's hear it. How do we dodge our disciplinary interview?
Simple. We overthrow the chairman.
Oh, yes, of course. Silly me. Why didn't I think of that? Duh. No, seriously, what's the angle?
No chairman, no disciplinary interview. And no one to feed on the hummus. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Delusions. Administrator, I might have led us into a dead end. So, I guess we're toast.
Silence! Damn it, woman. You always have to try my patience.
I know.
Administrator, just hear my plea. I spent a lot of time in the chairman's company. First, as his most trusted angel. And then, from time to time, as Hell Inc.'s administrator. I might be the one with the most intimate knowledge of his psyche. And I have reasons to believe that he is hiding something related to his taking over of Heaven Co. Something big. Something we could use against him. I don't know what yet, but I know the place we have to visit for our answers. The Genesis Library. An archive that gathers all the paperwork related to the creation of the universe and the chairman's rise to power.
Let's assume you are correct. Let's assume we find something there. I'm not seeing how that helps us.
Creating the universe came with a gargantuan amount of paperwork. An endless, ruthless, disheartening amount of forms and questions to answer. Each form relies on the validity of the preceding one in order to be valid. Which means, if we can prove that he made a single mistake, it sparks a chain reaction that destroys his legitimacy as Heaven Co's chairman. Confronted with that mistake, he would lose his powers. Victory would be ours.
I see. The Genesis Library, huh? Why not? That's worth a shot.
And then some lawyer comes in and says, no. This really sounds like a plan.
I need a word with you. I have been approached by the HIA, the Hell Intelligence Agency. They want me to become an official asset. These guys think I work for them, just like everyone else on your team. They think I'm just some muscles you can send to the meat grinder. But you listen, and you listen good. If you use me, you'll be throwing an unpinned grenade among civilians. 'Cause that's what I am. You hear me? A bloody unpinned grenade. I wake up at night, seeing my hummus brethren being torn apart, burnt, slaughtered. Their faces haunt me. I'm sure, deep down you know, that this is not my fight. I'm not your super soldier. I'm just an accident. Nothing more.
Okay. PTSD is kicking in. The last time, the only word he knew was fight.
Gearing up for war, I see. Yet I haven't seen your deployment order.
I'm gonna teach that succubus queen a lesson she won't forget.
Wait, you plan on...
Yeah, I'm gonna end her.
Well, first, bold of you to assume you can take her. Second, may I ask why?
I've talked with Rupert. I've learned about history. Do you know how many hummus permanently died because of her little mistakes? How many of us served as invasion portals for demons while she ruled?
She didn't intend any of it.
Yeah? I'm not so sure about that. You came down from heaven and saved us all. But then, as you reigned over Hell Inc., she snitched on you to the chairman. She is clearly not on my side, nor yours, nor Hell Inc.'s. There's only one way to handle traitors. She needs to be put down, even if that's the last thing I do.
You will do no such thing.
Why? Why do you keep protecting her? She is a bloody demon! She betrayed you!
I commanded her to do just that.
What? How could you? Why?
I was working on the corruption stones. I knew he was on my tail. You never hide something from him for very long. It was clear he was about to figure it all out. Both Lily and I would have been compromised. But if she were to snitch on me, then maybe the chairman would be naive enough to spare her. She would then be free to continue my work. And she did. Conclusion? Put down the bloody M60.
Interesting co-worker dynamics, I would say. Okay, let's get this party rolling. $600 and 90 humans to work with. Let's see what they are putting me up against.
The librarian.
Hello there. Welcome to the Genesis Archive. And not just any customers, I see. Lily, the one that brought the end. Lou, the Omnisavior. And, yes, what I can only assume to be the brand new titleless administrator.
Well met, librarian. We desire immediate access to the archive.
I'm afraid that will have to be a no. I'm definitely not allowed to do that.
Beg your pardon? Such is our command, and you will obey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, easy now. Let me handle it. Librarian?
Yes?
You work so hard. All these tentacles must be sore. What do you say you and I go grab a drink? Right here? Right now?
Oh, I would like that. But that would be terribly tiring. I will have to pass.
Oh, you bloody slime! Janine! Janine!
Oh, yes, I'm here. Gosh, what is it?
Please, throw the full might of our legal system into that fool's face. Thank you.
All right.
Oh.
By virtue of operating on Hell Inc. soil, the Genesis Archive's landowner's power structure applies to without replacing the loaner's own hierarchy. A decision backed by the chairman's ruling on the Mammon v. Steve case a couple of eons ago, where it was confirmed that if any employee hides inside the Reaper bus in order not to be fired, the titular owner of Hell Inc. still has authority over that employee, even though buses are legally owned by Steve the Reaper and his company.
Well, what can I say? You are good. This is absolutely correct. However, because the archive is directly managed by the chairman, it is considered an independent endeavor from Hell Inc. In other terms, you will have to abide by the library rules. And it starts with paying its entrance fee.
Fine. How much?
Oh, don't worry. Just a small fee.
Yeah.
Small fee. He calls that a small fee. Well, let's build up an economy. A very strong economy.
40,000.
The homos are not alone up there. I feel demonic presence.
Oh, yeah. That would explain the crazy power signatures I'm picking up. Several of them. Sloth type.
Sloth too. That can't be a coincidence. Still, you should prepare for demonic raids, Administrator. They won't stop harassing the homos until they're all wiped out.
Okay. I don't see anything immediately. Here we go. We have a brain burster. Okay, that's something that should be handleable. What else do we have? Two, three. Okay, we got 3 demons to contend with. Let's see what else. Okay, this should be manageable. Okay, resources don't carry over. And let's see, what do we have here? We have... This doesn't look really good. Let's see, we got 2 of those. What's this? Production of building with. Oh, okay. Increases project dollar production of building within range. That might come in handy. What do we have here? Corruption field and a super administrative black hole. Reduces upkeep. Okay, that's also useful. Okay, so we got this. Wait, they arrive over here. They arrive over here and then have to walk all the way down here. That's crap, because by the time they walked here, they accumulate so much sin, even with the movement bonus of those thingies. Let's do it a little bit different. Yeah, let's. Okay, so here's what we are going to do. We remove this. We move this over here. We take this and move this over here. And we move this over here. Then we remove this and move this over here. So next we do this. Oh crap. Oh, I placed this the wrong ways. There we go. Then next we do how we are going to do that. We are going to do it like this and this. Next, we I need to check something before I place the this doesn't work. Okay, we probably have to get a little bit creative. Probably the best way to handle this is to place a second one here later on and another one here to maximize. We probably could do some fancy roundabout thing. Yeah, but for the moment, let's go with this thing here. Let's put that down. We need another set of road. We need to move this one down so it looks symmetrical. And with that done, we have to place this thing here. We have to place this thing here and set it up in a way that it shows this goes there like usual if they are already eligible. Although my concern is that they might no longer be eligible once they reach here, but that's a problem for future me. And we also want to make sure that they go this and put C as the alternative. Then once we got this, we have, oh, this is stupid. Need to figure out something with that later on. now that we have this in place, we can basically remove this whole part. But I think before I do that, I will place this here. And we can certainly use this one. To accelerate this a little. Let's finish this up. So for the moment, until we get the second set of buildings in place, we put it like this. And then we place another one of those soul dispatchers here. And tell this thing that if they are eligible for that, they can go that route. And if they are not eligible, they go that route. Which should loop right here. Okay, this is stupid. This doesn't work apparently. Okay, if this doesn't work like that, then we have to do it a little bit different. We remove that again. Oop, almost removed too much. And make it like this. Then we set the crossing up in a way so they don't run circles. So they now loop back into that building, and where they then will decide on whether to go the correct way or the not correct way. I can't really place this here. Let's place this here for the moment. And with that done, we can remove this whole part here. So what is this? Okay, this basically repeats itself, so we can keep it. It doesn't cause any upkeep rules. Awesome. Okay, so we should have a useful first setup. I mean, we could potentially put up another one of... okay, there is already one. Yeah, let's keep it like that for the moment. We need another guy. Let's take this for now.
What? Work?
Okay. Okay. Already getting attacked. Okay, but this also means I think. How long is the work time? 43 seconds. 50, 43. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I should. I probably have two options here. I can later put down 2 additional thingies here so they can move.
I see you started sailing. A good start. I hope that is not too much of a bother.
Oh, they are all on break. No breaks for you.
I deserve a break.
I probably should put. Wait, what? Wait, I can Okay, that's something I totally did not know or must have. Missed. Because apparently this actually makes them faster.
Guys, seems one of the sloth demons is summoning an army. The onslaught's about to begin.
It's okay. We have Adham too. Wait, where is he? Rupert,
It might be best to give our friend some rest.
Are you kidding? We need Muscle Boy right about now.
Okay, fine. Activate Project Doom.
No, I won't do it. It's not my war.
Ever since he started talking, he has proved difficult to work with. I'm not even sure I have full control over him anymore. I would advise against using him.
Muscle Boy, buddy, hear me out. Look, you get on the ground once more, and when you come back, we talk this through, yeah? One last mission. Come on, we need you right now, bud.
One last war, huh? Fine.
oh, and a soldier? Give him hell.
This is totally not going to backfire at one point or the other. Let's see, maybe we could use one of to make this a little bit easier. How do I do this? How do I do this? I probably should. I probably should redecorate this a little bit. I probably should redecorate this a little bit in some way or form. Because I really need to keep building up my faith coin. I can't do because he will eventually wear out. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this solution, but this is how it has to go. Next we need this and this, and we also need to put up this and this, and obviously we need to set. Why is this not a valid building place? Okay, yeah, we removed that. Problem solved. And we need, let's take this guy. What's this? No. This is not helpful. Yeah, this is helpful. Okay. We got this. Next we need set up we need to set this up and another one here, so when they get out they immediately start rushing. Hmm. Okay. This is already getting a little bit high. So it Let's redecorate already. Let's put this out of the way. Let's put this out of the way. We move this over here. We move this also over here. Next we remove this for the moment, because don't need it. Okay. Next. No, wait. This probably causes some sort of conflict, so it's absolutely not the cleanest way. So let's put it like this. We put this, and next we set up the crossings again. Wait, this was stupid. Nope, this doesn't work, because if I do it like that, it will start clocking up. So it looks stupid, but it should get Okay, so this should do the trick. I think also we got one good guy.
Why?
Permanent motivation, that's also okay.
You can do this.
And we can do this.
What work?
However, I don't have space for a break room, I believe. We could... We could... Oh, this looks so stupid, but we can certainly squeeze this thing here. And then we can create this, and to make things a little bit faster, we can create this.
Would you look at that? The hummus are feeling spiritual, believing in cosmic forces playing with their fate. Preposterous beliefs, if you ask me. Wait.
Yeah, they might be onto something actually.
What's bothering me, however, is that their priests summon to the church the most sinful hummus to repent, which lowers their sinometer. Bad taste through and through.
But doesn't less sin mean less problems overall?
Either way, what's sure is that it means less cash for us once they visit hell.
Oh god, he exploded himself. So, once I get a bit of things, I need to blow this thing up. Okay, this is getting... This is getting problematic. I hate how inaccurate this is. At this point, I honestly believe that I should place how big is this? It needs 3 spaces. How about we place one here and yeah, we need to remove that. That's okay, and now we can wait. Let's take this.
Working too much, not good for one's heart.
However, if I do it like that, the only thing I can think of is if, but then I would act. Okay, we need to do this a little bit different.
The doctor told me to take it easy.
It is slowly. I definitely need to get the how far I'm away from that thing. I need 10 and 10. Okay, so it costs 1,000 each month, but I
You'll regret this.
because she's going on break is I don't know how much it actually affects things. What I can do, however, is since I have a little bit of space here, I can certainly put one down here and another one here. which means in return I get another two. Oh god, that's not great. Here we can take this one. And what's this? 2 when going on break. That's also useful.
I have to talk to people.
Because I already have 33 souls in standing around, which is quite a lot. Yeah, it's outside of this thing's range, but it's better than having them standing around in the line. I have 2 saints. That's acceptable at the moment. Yeah, there are another bunch of souls.
Souls will surely miss me.
Wait, if I put let's put this over here, and if I put this, it's I could potentially do this, but since they are already that slow. That's definitely something I have to work on the next time I set this up. For the moment, let's go with the cheap stuff. Oh wait, I don't. Doesn't work. Too close. Speaking of, how much space does this break room take? It takes the same. Yeah, let's place this here because I intend
Half the price tag hoarded. Imagine all the things you could buy with that. Is it worth it?
it's so many souls. You know what? Let's do let's put this down here. Next we remove this part and we don't need this part. Instead we are going to put it like this. We move this up, wrong button again. We put this thing here. Next we put down another one of those things. And next we put down one of those again. Let's remove this first. Then we put down this thing. Then we need more road. Wait, no, this was stupid. This was stupid. That's something I probably should do later on, is to reorganize this a little bit. I mean, this bonus is pretty nice, but it kind of causes questionable wait, no, this doesn't work. Yeah, this works. Still looks stupid. Next, we set up an entertainment guy.
You just hired the imp.
Bonk. I hope we don't need that.
Oh, damn. Right away.
And we need another one from these guys. Work time is always appreciated. And to make sure, it's quite expensive. Yeah, let's go with the cheap option. Okay. At this point, I really should consider creating a second line. It's going to be a next attack pretty soonish. I think I need to take him out. Because he is... Oh, quite a few. I think I need a little bit of juice. I don't have much, but hospital is okay.
Almost there. You are perseverant. That is absolutely commendable. So much effort. I'm tired just watching you work. Have you considered abandoning? I wouldn't judge.
Why would I abandon? Okay. And now it seems like I have it overdone a little. Probably I have to force them to visit me a little. Seven saints already. So when this attack is over, I probably should use the next. Let's see, we have 58. This could potentially be quite useful. Also, we could do this. Okay. No, I need to wait because otherwise they will go on strike. I could... Instead of that, I could place this. Dang, too far. Neat.
Oh, I would tell my wife if she hadn't left me. Did I do a good job?
Okay, awesome. So we got enough money to complete the first task of this mission. This is something we are going to tackle tomorrow. Maybe the day after. I'm not sure how I'm getting home from work tomorrow. Maybe if I have some time to spare before the next stream, I most likely try to figure out a way to optimize this layout, because currently it's just a mess. Also in regards to the fact that I just learned that this also increases the work speed, which I completely ignored for some reason. And then we will pay for this thingy, see what this disaster this will cause, and what type of demons I'm getting thrown at. So yeah, see you tomorrow, maybe the day after, not sure, but I will try my best. So keep your eyes peeled, and see you soon.